Guys, how's it going? I just wanted to make this quick video. Well, I don't know how quick it's going to be, but I just wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about the Mac versus PC kind of thing. And I know it's been beaten to death on YouTube, but I want to just throw in my 2 cents. I've always been a PC guy. Always. I've always had PCs. I've always had PC laptops. And last week, I finally purchased a MacBook Pro 13-inch 2011 base model. And I'm going to say this right now. This laptop that I'm on right now, which I wanted to film this on the high def camera that's built into the MacBook Pro. I was going to bring out my higher end camera, but I figured might as well I'm going to be talking about the MacBook Pro. Might as well use the camera. This thing is amazing. The MacBook Pro is absolutely amazing. I currently have 4 PC laptops that are busted in my bedroom. One of them is not even 3 years old, and another one I just bought last October. It's not even a year old. It's like 11 months old. And all 4 have had problems with, and it's always hardware. It's always hardware. One of them I had a hard disk crash, and they needed to send me HP needed to send me a new hard disk, and but all 4 have had problems with the AC adapter. All of them. It's crap. It's like, you know, on the MacBook Pro we have this MagSafe adapter that connects, you know, just magnetically. It's genius. It is absolutely genius to have that. Unless it's a patent issue, I do not know why PC has not implemented this. That right there, I will gladly pay an extra $100 just to have that. It's absolutely genius. Because looking at it, I don't see how it could be faulty. I don't see how it can, because the problem with the PCs is just over time pulling them out, in and out. They just slowly kind of loosen up, and next thing you know, you've got to go on Amazon and spend $25. Not a lot of money, but it's a pain. It's a pain. And actually, one of the laptops, the inside part of where the adapter plugs in, actually busted off and is now floating on the inside of the computer. And it just says a lot about, you know, the PC in itself. You know, Microsoft does not make their own laptops like Mac does. Mac OS is for MacBook. MacBook sells, builds, everything. Everything in here is for Mac. And so I think the attention to detail is there because, you know, they realize that they're charging you probably 40% more for the same PC you can get. Like this laptop right here, I paid $1,099 because I got a student discount. I could get the same 13-inch laptop PC with the same guts, same RAM, same everything for $400, $500. I'm paying probably twice as much to have this. But the way that I look at it is if I can get this, and if I can have this laptop for 3-4 years, it pays for itself. I'm not getting 3 to 4 years out of a PC. Now, some people may. See, there's 2 camps. There's the PC camp and the Mac camp. And let's understand that there's enough consumers that both camps need to exist, obviously. You know, if you're a person that gets off of work, comes home, spends 10 minutes on Facebook, maybe 5 minutes sending an email, spends 15-20 minutes a night, closes the MacBook or the laptop, the PC, and puts it away, the PC's probably for you. Save yourself the money and get you a disposable PC, because really that's what they are. They're disposable. You get them, and then once stuff starts going bad, it's time to throw it away. Unless it's something tiny, but it's just not worth it. They're priced so cheap that you just kind of go get a new one. That's not the case here with the MacBook Pro. This is a piece of machine that's built. It's built to last. And go to any forum. Go to any MacBook forum or Mac forum. You see people on there with with Macs that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. My friend has an old Mac laptop from like 2003. He just replaced the keyboard on it. Still going strong. He just put a new keyboard in it. It just says a lot about Macs. And so I'm not a Mac fanboy. I'm not. And in fact, Apple fanboyism is what has turned me away from the product for so long. Same thing with iPhone. iPhone fanboys drive me up the freaking wall. They annoy me because I have an Android. I love my Android phone. However, I will be getting an iPhone after getting this MacBook and seeing it's all about the experience. It's all about the experience. It's the smoothness. And Android, I'm kind of bouncing back a little bit here. I'm sorry, but Android has the people that it goes to, the people that want that open-ended, just can do whatever they want to do with their phone. Yeah, then that's for them. But you're going to be dealing with constant forced close messages like I do all the time on my phone. And it's not just this phone. I've had 3 Androids, and it's just not as polished as iOS is. So there's definitely people for the Apple or for the iPhone, and then there's people for Android. But the Apple fanboys that just and there's also the Android fanboys. There's those Android people that just are so just like, that is the way of life is Android. They bug me too. It's not just iPhone and Android people, or just iPhone. It's both people. And when you go to such extremes of one another, you get so fogged on looking at other things. Like Apple people, I'm sorry, iPhone people could look at the Android and go, that's kind of cool. That's kind of a cool service. That's kind of cool. And 75% of iPhone people are like that. But then there's the 25% that's stupid. Who wants a 4-inch screen? Who wants this? Who wants that? And it's just that closed-minded that just churned me off from this. And the same thing goes with the MacBook and Mac products in general. Mac, that's the only way of life. PC absolutely sucks. No, PC doesn't absolutely suck. Again, like I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're an occasional laptop user, you know what? Get yourself a PC and just expect that you're going to get, a year or 2 of use out of it, and you're going to need to get something else. Hopefully this year is an investment. Hopefully I get 3 years out of this, 4 years out of it. That would be it would be worth it for me. If I would have known that, I have probably $2,000 in laptops that are busted in my bedroom, and so it's just a more polished piece of equipment. Everything about it, from the MagSafe adapter, which is genius. I can't talk about it enough. It's just absolutely amazing. But the backlit keyboard, it's awesome. It's just absolutely awesome. I know some PC offer a backlit keyboard, but it's just awesome. I got this last week. A week before that, I bought the HP Envy 14, brand new, and it was just not there. I got it. I tried to get it going. I put a DVD in. Microsoft Office to load onto my computer, and the disk got stuck. I called tech support up. Tech support's trying to give me a backdoor fix. All right, well, go into this setting, and I shouldn't have to. There's an eject button on the HP Envy. I should hit the eject button, and it should spit it out. I shouldn't have to do that. Same thing with the mute. There was a mute issue on the HP Envy. Brand new HP Envy. I couldn't press the mute button on the key. I actually had to go down and mute it on the volume thing. And it's not a big deal. It's really not. And you know what? I may run into issues with this. I could very well run into issues with this. And when that time comes, I'll address it. The one really cool thing is there's one thing that I hate, and I hate when companies outsource their tech support. It drives me up the wall. You call up HP. What's funny is when you call HP, Dell, or any of them, when you call to order something new, you get that all-American guy down the street. The all-star football player. Hello, this is Chad with HP. How can I help you? And you're like, all right. And then you call back like I did because of that eject problem. And next thing you know, I'm in India talking to some Indian that speaks broken English. And this isn't a racist thing. I'm just telling you how it is. But I did have an issue with the MacBook Pro. I couldn't figure something out because this is a completely new operating system for me. And I got the dude down the street. When I bought it, I got the dude down the street. When I called for tech support, I got the dude down the street. So that, you know, it's just the overall experience. And I keep talking about the experience. So if you're in the market and you could financially pull off a MacBook Pro or a Mac, any kind of Mac, do it. I highly endorse these Macs. I can honestly say I will never in my life have another PC, ever. I am absolutely done with PCs. Again, not bashing PC, it's just I'm a heavy user. And I'm just tired of, I'm not a gamer, and maybe that's another reason why I don't game online. Or I play on a console, but I don't play on the computer. So I could understand their arguments for the people that like to build just monster gaming machines. Then yeah, that's probably more for you. But being I'm just an everyday, you know, user that you know, does some video editing and does some stuff like that. This baseline 13 inches is perfect. So yeah, I don't know really much more to say. Is that you know, I'd do it if you got the coin, go ahead and do it. Oh yeah, and the one final thing before I get out of here is the fact that the resale value on this thing is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. You buy a Dell. Let's say you buy a nice little 15-inch Dell and you paid $600 for it. A year later, it's worth $125 in good condition. It's not worth nothing. You lose it all. But go to the Apple store and look at refurbished refurbished MacBook Pros, even from like 2009, 2010. They're like $100 cheaper. Go to eBay and try to buy a 2010, or go to Craigslist and try to buy a 2010, a year-old product. And they lose like a couple $100. You know, they hold their value. They hold the resale value. And that's important for someone like me that maybe in a couple, 3 years, I might want to get the newer and greater MacBook Pro. And I'm confident to know that I paid $1,100 for this thing. And in 2 years, you know, I'm going to get $800 for this thing. Maybe $700. But I'm not going to get $100 for it like I would have with that Dell. And I was referring to Dell after a year. You have that Dell for 2 years, $75. You know, it's just not there, and that's important to me. So this is an investment, and if you could do it, I would go for it. I'm going to cut this video short. I'm at 13 minutes, so you know, any haters, go ahead and leave a message. You know, that's fine, and I will respond. Any PC people that are just anti-Mac, you know, you're going to give me a thumbs down, and so be it. But this is just my unbiased opinion because I've come from both, and both of them are work for different things. So with that being said, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for the time.